Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference, SXU Athletics, and St. Xavier University, welcome to the Shannon Center for Game 2 of our CCSC doubleheader matchup between the Governor State Jaguars and your St. Xavier Cougars. Now, let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting Governor State Jaguars.
It's game 2 of today's SXU basketball doubleheader. Following a Governor State ladies win in the first half, it's the men's programs taking on one another here to round out the day. It is Alumni Day. Good afternoon, everyone. Ron Luce on the call with you here for this final game of the day. Game 3 of 3 here on the campus of St. Xavier University today between the men's basketball programs of St. Xavier University and Governor State University. Coming into today's matchup, the visiting Governor State Jaguars are 6-12 on the year. They are 4-6 in conference play so far under ninth-year head coach Tony Bates. On the other side for the Cougars, they're 12-7 entering play this afternoon. A solid 7-4 right now in the CCAC. That firmly cements them in the 5th spot, just a half game behind the number 22 ranked Olivet Nazarene Tigers, who they beat effectively on a buzzer beater just a week ago here at the Shannon Center under third-year head coach Robert Ford. Jaguars starters were announced, and we'll share them with you here. Number 20, Kendall Brassfield will start, as well as number 21, Delon Zollicoffer-White. Number 22, Oluyemi Elutio. Number 24, Jeremiah Johnson. And number 30, Tyrell Isom are your starters for the visiting Jaguars. As for the Cougars, a little bit of a different starting lineup than just a week ago, but a bunch of notable names still in the starting 5. Number 1, Sando Hill will get the start, as well as number 2, Julian Barr, who we haven't seen much of this year, was dealing with some injuries, but he is back. And today in the starting lineup, the senior guard. Number 13, Jordan Streeter, the freshman, also starting today for the Cougars, as is number 21, Andre Brandon. And finally, the big man, number 34, James Stevenson, rounds out the starting 5. No Cedric Johnson in the starting 5 today for the Cougars. Entering play today, he is by far the Cougs' leading scorer, averaging 24.2 per game. Only Andre Brandon also averages double figures, 14.1. Sando Hill not too far behind. He averages 9.4 per game so far in the year. Cougs are coming off a tough loss on Wednesday night at Judson University, an 86-59 whipping of sorts. It was a 7:30 start, and they're looking to rebound today against Governor State. Governor State also coming off a loss, an 86-63 loss at the Goodman Center downtown to Roosevelt University on Wednesday night. That was a doubleheader. Roosevelt clean sweeping GSU in their own building, as the ladies also lost, which ended the ladies' 6-game winning streak on Wednesday night. The tip is ready. Isom, Brandon wins it back. We're underway in this CCAC NAIA men's basketball matchup between Governor State University and the St. Xavier University Cougars. Andre Brandon down low. They're going to kick out wide to Jordan Streeter on the other side. Now back to Andre Brandon. Barr thought about the 3. He'll elect for the mid-range jumper instead, and it comes up short, but it's going to be Governor State ball going the other way. Jeremiah Johnson bringing it up the floor for the Jaguars. Jaguars in their all-orange jerseys today. Black numbering and lettering and some black detail along various parts of the jersey. Incredible look as Johnson fires off a 3 and delivers. Cougars in their all-home whites with the red and black detail, red and black numbers as well. It's a beautiful traditional look as Andre Brandon answers back with a 3 of his own. So back-to-back three-pointers to start off the scoring Johnson, nice pass. Gets it right back on the near side wing. Nearly lost on the way through by Zollicoffer-White. Now Isom working in the mid-range. The jumper attempt a bit long. Barr gives way to Stevenson, the big lanky freshman. Stevenson kicks out to Streeter, and Streeter loses it on the way through. Here come the Jaguars. In transition, and Streeter gets up on the block. It's going to be called out of play, so that was a clean block by Jordan Streeter. It was number 20, Kendall Brasfield, coming down the floor. Nice defensive play from the freshman Streeter. Brasfield underneath the hoop. Kicks it back out wide for Isom. On the point guard, Johnson working against Julian Barr. Good ball movement, Jaguars, but 7 to shoot. Fadeaway look. Andre Brandon on the rebound. Zollicoffer-White with that attempt. Sando Hill looking for Andre Brandon, ended up throwing it off the backboard. Here come the Jaguars in transition. Isom with the dunk. Tyrell Isom, nice transition bucket from the Jaguars. Jaguars have shown they're ready to move quickly in the event of a turnover. Stevenson sets the screen for Hill. Now Andre Brandon down low, tried to kick it out to Streeter, take away Jaguars. Johnson quickly in transition with 2 more. Stevenson brings it up the floor for the Cougars. Takes it himself, and it's going to be jump ball, Jaguars ball. And now we'll already get a substitution soon for the Cougars here. It'll be number 15, Mason Kabelkis. His younger sister, Madison, plays for the women's team here at St. Xavier. She's a true freshman. Kabelkis, a redshirt freshman. Johnson on the drive, kicks it out. Lutilo's bid off the mark. Streeter collects. Jordan Streeter also a legacy here. His older sister, Alyssa Streeter, played 5 years in the program for the women. And the ball will turn back over to Governor State. Kabelkis takes Streeter's place. Sando Hill checks out as well as Trey Ward comes to the floor, number 3. Ward, a Oaklawn Community High School product, just down the road. Isom guarded tightly by Kabelkis. There's Zollicoffer-White. Nice move, the floater. Won't go, followed his own shot, but Barr beat him to it. Freshman Stevenson working against Brasfield. He'll kick. Good ball movement. Barr on the drive, threw up a floater, but it's short. Brasfield to the paint, off the glass and in. After that three-pointer from Andre Brandon, the Cougars have gone cold. Noticeable absence is Cedric Johnson. Ward looking for Brandon down low, and the Jaguars were ready. Help defense came immediately. And the Cougars are going to burn their first timeout with 15:23 to play in the first half. We'll step aside for a momentary breather, but don't go anywhere. More action coming up in just a moment on the Cougars Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Timeout still in progress. 9-3 your score. Governor State out front early. Cougars call the first timeout of today's game. Cougars are currently scoreless over the last 3:46. And in that same time span, it's been a 6-0 run for Governor State after the two teams traded three-pointers to open the scoring. This is the final athletic event of the day after men's volleyball played this morning, and the women's basketball team played just before this game. After today, no more athletic events on campus until Wednesday night. It'll be a doubleheader with Trinity Christian College, but after that, we won't see anybody until February 10th for another doubleheader. Cougars inbound. Stevenson gets another two. First points for the Cougars in nearly 4 minutes. Zollicoffer White down low to Isom. Oh, and he's able to work hard for another bucket. Isom off to a strong start. He's got 4, and SXU ball after the out of bounds. Andre Brandon down low off the glass and in. That's going to be a favorite matchup. Andre Brandon is a large human being, 6'6", 210. Oh, and a beauty of a shot from Brasfield. That's a three-pointer. Governor State doubling up the Cougars here early, 14-7. Ward thought about the three. Gives way to Kabelkis. Stevenson over to Julian Barr on the near side. Barr takes a little bit of contact as he works into the paint. Now Stevenson able to lay it up for an easy two. Cougs are going to need a lot out of the rest of the lineup here today. Again, Johnson averaging almost 25 a game, not on the floor as Zollicoffer White adds to his total. Ward thought about the three once again, gives way to Mason Kabelkis. There's Barr on the near side. Takes out for Trey Ward. 7 to shoot. Oh, and a beauty from Julian Barr. Johnson taking his time, bringing it up the floor. 5-point advantage, Governor State. Brasfield on the drive. Wanted it off the glass. No foul called. Here come the Cougs quickly. Ward will slow things down. Resets. Back to Ward from Kabelkis. Kabelkis, three from the wing. No good. But a nice job by Andre Brandon to punch it out to Ward. Triple from Trey Ward, and he delivers. Wide open three for Ward, and now it's just a 2-point game. Really good answer here from the Cougars after their timeout. That's Johnson on the far wing. Three, in and out. Andre Brandon, easy rebound. Kabelkis thought about the shot, drives instead. From the baseline out to Barr. Kabelkis, three, no good. Andre Brandon out muscling two Jaguars for the rebound, and The jump ball is the indication it'll stay with St. Xavier.
Coming in for the Cougars, number 10.
Stephen Ukadaidi checks in now for the Cougars. He spells Andre Brandon on the inbound. He spelled Julian Barr. Trey Ward cuts the basket. Good ball movement. Brandon thought about the three, and the travel is going to be called. Jaguars go to work. Brassfield on the near side. Long pass. Quick movement. Ice him up top. He'll pull up. That's off the mark, but good hustle. Zollicoffer White gives the Jaguars another chance. Brassfield all the way in. Tough layup opportunity, but a good look at it. Everything resets with Trey Ward, and now Robert Ford will bark out a call from the bench. Stevenson, layup with the right hand. We're tied. Stevenson now with 4 points. Ice him, and it'll stay with the Jaguars is the indication. Quality defense there from Andre Brandon. Cougars have very much already dipped into their bench. Still the same starting five so far here for Governor State. And that'll roll up top to Elutilo and down to Zollicoffer White. On the drive, off-balance shot, nearly falls. Some contact, but no foul called. Ukadaidi on the drive, takes it himself. Oh, and the offensive foul negates the bucket. And the Boo-Birds come out for that call. Nice coast-to-coast look for Ukadaidi, but now Amarion Osborne will check into the game. First substitution for GSU. And he'll serve the point position. Lutilo on the near wing for three. Looked really good from our angle, but off the rim and out. Stevenson on the drive. Oh, and it's taken away from the freshman Stevenson. Zollicoffer White, Brassfield. Loose ball, who's got it? Cougars do. Ukadaidi back to Stevenson. Oh, and the up and under layup won't fall. Jaguars coming back quickly. Osborne, far kick to the other side. And out of bounds the call. As Elutilo stepped out of play. Marko Tojagic checks back in for the first time today for the Cougars, and Trey Ward earns a breather. Sando Hill back on the floor now as well. Stevenson and Ward, the two that head to the bench for the Cougars. Brassfield also gets a breather. Dakari Graham on the floor for the first time today, as is number 12, Kyle Jackson for GSU. Brandon down low, Tojagic foul. Kalon Zollicoffer White called for the foul. It was on the floor, though. Tojagic kick for Kabelkis. Oh, and Brandon stripped on the way through. Nice spin all the way himself. Ukadaidi with a big block. Looked like Graham was going to have a nice opportunity, but Ukanaidi got up there, smacked it off the glass. Down low for Tojajic. And one, Marko Tojajic. Freshman from Serbia heads to the free throw line, looking to complete the three-point play. Cougars now on a 9-0 run in the last 5:05. Looking to make that 10. And Tojajic comes up short. 2-point lead now for the Cougars. Their first lead of the game, with about just under 8.5 to play before the half. Rolikofer White gets it away for Graham, now to Osborne. Under 10 to shoot. And that ball poked out, and it will be Cougar ball. Tyler Clark checks in for the Jaguars. No changes on the floor for St. Xavier at this point. Sando Hill. Ukanaidi now to Tojajic up top. Wanting Andre Brandon. That's going to be a foul. Kyle Jackson will pick up his first personal. Jordan Streeter back out there. He'll move to the 4 as Andre Brandon has earned a breather. Sando Hill on the drive, and it's going to be an offensive foul called again against the Cougars. That'll go against Sando Hill. Osborne still the point man here for GSU. Not a lot of scoring, despite the Cougars shooting 57% from the floor. There's not a lot of opportunity. Isom, they're looking for Clark, and Tojajic thought he got it cleanly, but a foul called.
His first personal, Cougars 13 foul.
Will be a baseline inbound here for the visitors. And that's inbounded to nobody. Cougars with the takeaway. Ukanaidi, Tojajic draws the foul. Cougars take advantage of the errant inbound pass. I think it was intended for Clark, and he just never moved. Now Marko Tojajic at the free throw line for a pair. He'll miss that one. Now 0 for 2 is Tojajic at the free throw line. He'll make it up there with at least one. 3-point lead for St. Xavier. Graham on the near side, out to Osborne. Deep three. Off the mark. Ukanaidi, perfect spot for the rebound. Kabelkis from the wing. The three is good. And a timeout taken here by GSU. Cougars on a 13-0 run in the last 6:42. We're going to step aside for a breather, but we'll be back with you after the timeout in just a minute right here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Timeout comes to a close. 7 minutes to play before the half. This recent hot streak for the Cougars forces the first timeout of the day for Governor State. Cougs now lead 22-16 here in the first half. Jackson gives way to Isom. Now they're looking for Clark down low. The big man Clark gets it to fall. Tyler Clark, a large man, 6'10", the senior. Brother Rice, high school product. Brother Rice literally right around the corner from here, for those that may not know. Ukadaidi on the drive, kicks. Toyajic now on the drive. And a blocking foul called against Governor State.
Number 2,
Marion Osborne picks up the foul. Toyajic back at the free throw line. This is his 4th free throw attempt. Only player on the Cougars, actually only player in this game to make it to the free throw line so far, as he sinks the first one. This is Osborne's first for those keeping track at home. And Toyajic delivers this time on that trip. Cougars now nursing a 6-point lead. We're going to weigh into the final 25% of this first half. Isom has it poked away. Cougars come away with the loose ball. Good hand from Ukadaidi. Kabelkis, 3 in transition, won't go. Isom comes away with the rebound. On an athletic play from Graham, doesn't fall. Marko Toyajic able to run down the loose ball. Now Sando Hill. On the drive, good pass to Streeter, out to Ukadaidi for 3, and he delivers! Jackson on the far side looking for help, gives it all the way back to Osborne. Jackson for 3, that falls. Beautiful shot for number 12, Kyle Jackson. Hill guarded tightly by Graham, and now loose ball gets away. Oh, and the Cougars with a lucky break. Ukadaidi to the hoop for 2 more. That ball rolled through a pair of Jaguars, and Ukadaidi was the beneficiary with the easy layup. Now a foul is called. That'll be on Clark. It's the 6th team foul of the day for the Jaguars. Andre Brandon checks back in here for the Cougars as the freshman Toyajic heads to the bench. Sando Hill, Andre Brandon with the handoff. Streeter on the drive, layup off the glass. Beautiful look from the freshman Streeter. Jackson, oh, down low, Clark wide open for an easy 2. Cougars with a heck of an answer, though, here in this latter part of the first half. Hill's going to check back up, reset at the point. Hill on the drive. Andre Brandon, nice pass by Sando Hill on the assist. 10-point lead now for the Cougars. Taking what the Jaguars give them. Jackson on the near wing. Back over to Osborne, and there's a trip. Sando Hill got a piece of him on the way through. Fourth team foul here for the Cougars in the first half. Trey Ward back on the floor for the Cougars. Ben Underwood takes Clark's place on the floor for the Jaguars. Only 2 substitutions for the moment. Low-scoring game on hand. Cougars, though, shooting 65% from the field. Jackson thought about the 3. Oh, and good defense, but Kabaikas is going to get called for the foul on the back end. So Jackson will head over to the free throw line for 2. And hits the first one. Jeremiah Johnson returns now to the floor for the Jaguars. Osborne earns himself a breather. Who's got it? Jaguars recover on the possession. Number 10, Jalen Levy, also in the game now for the Jaguars. Here's Underwood in the post. Kicks out to Jackson. They get the shot off, and a foul is called. It's Levy going to the hoop hard. 3:03 remains before the half. Jalen Levy for 2. The awkward bounce doesn't fall in the Jaguars' favor. Julian Barr back on the floor now with Kabelkis heading to the bench. And he'll hit the second free throw. Just 1 of 2 on that trip. We're under 3 to play in the first half. Andre Brandon will reset. And Ukadaidi will be the point man. On the drive off the glass, can't get the layup to fall. Johnson weaving his way through traffic. Jackson 3-ball. Too much. Easy board for Ukadaidi. That's his 5th. Ward gives way to Brandon up high and wanted Streeter, but that pass just out of his wheelhouse. Turnover Cougars. Jaguars ball. Johnson will take his time and call the offense. Underwood. Nice pass down low. That'll draw the foul. It'll be Ukadaidi. And it's Jalen Levy back at the free throw line once again. And it looks like Ukadaidi will be subbed out. James Stevenson returns to the floor for the Cougars with 2:03 to play in the first half.
Jalen Levy is at the line.
And that's no good, off the mark. Cougars have initiated the first phase of the bonus, which was why that was just 1. Call was on the floor. And here's a takeaway for the Jaguars. Johnson in transition. Gives way to Jackson. I don't know if a Cougar got a piece of that. Andre Brandon might have got a hand on it, but a missed opportunity nonetheless. Ward looking for help. Guarded tightly. Nice pass to Julian Barr. Barr shakes free. And the baseline jumper is a beauty. Underwood over to Johnson on the near wing. Able to create some space. The big man with a 3. Off the back of the rim. Cougars will slow things down a bit as Ward sets up an offensive play. Looking for a screen. It comes via Andre Brandon. Now they'll give it back to the big man. He stumbled a little bit. And off the glass, no good. Stevenson cleans up. Still no good. Who's got it? Andre Brandon does, and now the foul will be called. What a chaotic mess underneath the hoop. Results in Andre Brandon. Oh, pardon me, that is a jump ball was the indication. So it will be Jaguars possession with 39 seconds and a hair over a half a second left. Johnson will let this roll. He picks it up right around half court. Isom driving, called foul. And I believe a technical was just called on the Cougars bench.
Foul number 24, Marco Zoic, his second personal foul, and a technical foul on the head coach of the Cougars, Robert Ford.
Maybe Robert Ford gets called for the technical? I think that's what they're sifting out at the moment. So the Jaguars are going to get a free throw out of the technical. Robert Ford having a conversation with the official who called the technical. Tojajic also picked up a foul in the chaos. Just again, keeping everybody informed at home. Tyrell Isom will take the technical free throw. Robert Ford and the official still going at it. Isom missed the first one. Hits the second. It looked like head coach Tony Bates also told his bench to just be quiet. It sounds like maybe a Cougars bench player said something and the official wasn't having it. So that'll be something to keep an eye on the rest of the game. These officials seem quick to call a technical. Isom's got a chance to warm up for these next two. He hits the first. And he hits the second as well. So 3-point sequence for Governor State. Cougars need to inbound this, and they finally do. And good work working out of the trap. Streeter, Tojajic, now to Ward. Cougars don't have to rush anymore. They're in the front court. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Ward gets a screen. Dribbles in, looking for Tojajic on the pass. Nice save there by Dakari Graham. They got to put a shot up. They get it off, and it doesn't fall. And that will conclude the first half. Cougars take a 35-28 lead into the break. We'll step aside just as the players do here at halftime, and we'll join you when second half action resumes right here on the Cougars Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Just a hair under 90 seconds away from the start of the second half. Very balanced scoring for both teams so far. Team leaders for each side are just 7 points. Andre Brandon leading the way for the Cougars. And number 30, Tyrell Isom on the other side for the Jaguars. James Stevenson with 6 points of his own as well. Ukadaidi with 5, Toyajic with 5 off the bench. Cougars bench combining for 16 points. Right now, the bench for the Jaguars a little more modest, just 9 points off the bench, but again, still very much in this game, trailing by 7. No Cedric Johnson today for the Cougars. It's been a notable absence. But again, the Cougars bench really coming through in the clutch. As we noted before, 16 of the 35 points coming from the Cougs on the bench. Ward, Ukadaidi, Kabelkis, and Toyajic chipping in on that front. Cougars shot an impressive 58.3% from the field, but only 24 attempts in that first half. They also shot 57% from downtown. On the other side, 35% shooting for the Jaguars and 30% from the field. Just got to the free throw line a lot more. 9 times, but only made 5 of them. Cougars were 3 of 5 from the charity stripe in that opening half. Start of the second, 20 minutes is on the clock. Both teams return to the floor. It's the respective starting fives for both sides. Stevenson will inbound for the Cougars, and we are underway. Second half action right here on the Cougar Sports Network in this CCAC NAIA men's basketball matchup. Andre Brandon down on the baseline. Nice cutting pass. Julian Barr from the wing for 3! And an exclamation point right out of the half. Nice pass down low. Oh, the spin from Isom, but looks like Stevenson got a hand on it. Jaguars keep possession, and then on the way through, it is Mulitilo losing possession. Crazy sequence there. Good work by the Cougars on defense. Hill over to Barr on the near side. Down low for Andre Brandon. And Andre Brandon has 2 more. Cougars going to work quickly out the gate here. 5 straight points. And a nice bucket there in response from the Jaguars. Zolikofer White able to add to his total. 4 points now on the afternoon. Streeter, nothing home. Oh, but Barr able to hang on to it, and his little floater off the mark. But Stevenson there to clean it up for the Cougs. Stevenson Jr. now up to 8 on the day. Still not a single player in double figures just yet. Johnson nearly loses it. Loose ball to half court. Julian Barr, and he's going to draw the foul. Good work there. Brassfield didn't really have a choice. Had a foul, Julian Barr, on the way through. First team foul in the second half. Barr's at the line for a pair.
Julian Barr is at the line.
Barr misses the first free throw attempt. He will, however, sink the second shot. Zolikofer White over to Johnson on the far side. Tyrell Isom. And a beautiful bucket from Elotilo. That gets the Jaguars going once again. Hill looking for Brandon down low. Nice kick pass to Barr. Good ball movement, Cougars. Now Streeter on the drive. Hill looking to pass. Takes it himself. And Stevenson underneath the hoop, and he'll lose it through his legs. And body's now hitting the floor everywhere, and they're going to have to call a jump ball. Andre Brandon, wise play to jump on it. Lutilo was the one on the floor. It's still GSU ball. Johnson. Down low, Zolikoff White on the turnaround fadeaway. No good. Julian Barr finds himself in the right spot for the rebound. Hill on the near wing gets help from Andre Brandon. Stevenson's going to draw the foul. Took it hard to the hoop with the left hand. Third foul for Zolikoff White, the only player so far even inching toward foul trouble. James Stevenson at the line. He'll nail the first free throw. Substitution coming here for the Jaguars. Number 13, Dakari Graham takes Latoli's place on the floor. Stevenson unable to convert on the second free throw. Jaguars moving quickly. Nice pass to Graham. Able to weave his way under a pair of defenders, but can't finish. Brandon outlets to Hill. Hill on the drive. Here's Barr. Near wing, and now a offensive foul is called. Robert Ford not a fan of the call.
Offensive foul, number 21, Andre Brandon. His second personal. Congress first team foul.
It's called on Andre Brandon. Brassfield, three from the corner. It's long. Good box out by Streeter. Able to keep Isom away from that. It'll stay with the Cougars. Does it look like it might have hit off Brassfield's foot and out of play. Quick inbound. Here come the Jaguars. Oh, and Graham tried to dunk it on Brandon. He's not going to get it. And Brassfield's going to pick up a foul. Sando Hill gives way to Barr. Barr driving. Nice kick for Streeter. Streeter off the glass and in for two. Just Streeter's second bucket of the game. Isom looking for space. Zolikoff White, three. Stevenson comes away with the rebound. Good ball movement, Cougars. Looking for Andre Brandon. Foul is called. It'll be Zolikoff White.
Number 21, Zolikoff White. His fourth personal. Jaguars 14 foul.
That's his fourth personal, so he's a threat to foul out. And there's a beautiful takeaway. Oh, and what play from behind by Sando Hill. He's called for the foul, but really good recovery from Hill on the play.
Foul number 1, Sando Hill. His third personal.
It's on the floor, so Jaguars simply reset. A smart foul, if anything, there by Sando Hill. Zolikoff for White had nobody in front of him. Johnson with the three. It's long, and that's kicked out of play by Brassfield, so it's Cougar ball. A couple of substitutions occur as well. The big man, Ben Underwood, checks back in for the Jaguars. Trey Ward back to the floor here for the Cougars. Ooh, and Johnson just went flying into the first row of the bleachers. He gets up, and he's okay. Heck of a hustle play from number 24, Jeremiah Johnson. Dove over his own bench. So still Cougars ball. Hardcore press here from the Jaguars, but Cougars able to defeat it. Barr to the rim. Who's got the loose ball? Oh, a nice tip from Barr to Brandon. Cougs keep it. Ward on the far side. Finds Stevenson in the high post. And there's going to be a foul called.
Foul number 24, Jeremiah Johnson. His first personal.
Johnson picks up the foul, and he'll head to the bench. Osborne returns to the floor. Oh, and that's nearly taken away. Stevenson able to keep it and finishes for two more. James Stevenson, the first player in double figures. That gives him 11 with that latest bucket. Freshman having a nice day here at home. Underwood puts up a three. That's a beauty. The big man shooting from the corner. Ward looking for one of the two big men, and he's got Stevenson underneath the hoop. Under 14 to play. Cougars nursing a 15-point advantage. Osborne finds Brassfield along the baseline. Isom looking for space. Hard drive to the bucket. He'll draw the foul. Looks like Andre Brandon's going to be called.
Foul number 21, Andre Brandon. His third personal.
Brandon's third. Another player to keep an eye on in a bit of foul trouble. Sando Hills also has three. 13:33 left in the second half. Cyril Isom hits the first free throw. And Marko Tojajic checks in for the Cougars. Brandon will head to the bench. That's off the mark. Underwood. And it's going to be a foul called against. Oh, and they will just call it out of bounds. No foul. So it's Cougar ball. Julian Barr gets Brassfield airborne. Smart play. Created a little bit of space with the over-aggressive press from the Jags. Barr here on the near wing. Creating separation. Stevenson kicks. Now Ward on the drive. Down low for Tojajic. Who's going to take the shot? Somebody needs to. Stevenson's turnaround bid. No good. Ball still loose. Isom ultimately comes away with it. Oh, and Julian Barr with a beautiful steal. And he'll get it right back. Now Trey Ward on the drive. Pocket picked, but it's going to stay with St. Xavier. Jaguars getting very aggressive now. That was Dakari Graham behind the play. Ward finds some space. He pulls up for three. And that's going to trickle over the backboard and out of play. Cougars just sitting back here on defense. 50-36, your current score. Isom on the drive. And one for Tyrell Isom. Isom having himself a great game. He's the first Jaguar to double figures. Looking to add to that. He's got 10, looking to make it 11. Steven Ukadaidi as well as Mason Kabelkis on the floor. Streeter, Barr take a seat on the bench. He easily hits. And the Jaguars will take their second timeout with 12:28 to play. We're going to step aside for a breather. Don't go anywhere. Plenty of basketball action coming up right here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back. Timeout comes to a close. Governor State trailing by 11. Cougars' largest lead was 16 in this one. However, the Jaguars early in this game found themselves in the position with a large lead. They led by 7 at one point. Cougars moving quickly. Kabelkis for 3. Comes up short. Here comes Osborne. Jaguars quickly in transition, and now foul called against Trey Ward. Brasfield was coming in hot. That will send number 20, Kendall Brasfield, to the free throw line. Jaguars continuing to chip away at this Cougars lead. And the first one is good. Brasfield misses the second opportunity. Now a jump ball. It'll be Cougar ball.
Jump ball. Cougars ball.
So Brasfield 1 of 2 on that trip to the free throw line. Ward back to Toyajic. Now to Ukadaidi. Taking it himself to the hoop. Can't finish at the rim. Brasfield coming the other way quickly. He'll be able to finish. This tight defense and full court press from the Jaguars really starting to do its job against the Cougars. Toyajic with the left hand and a nice little hook shot from Marko Toyajic. Brasfield. Osborne resets the GSU offense. Isom down low, nearly denied from behind. Kabelkis is going to pick up the foul.
His second personal, Cougar 16 foul.
And that's the 6th foul now for the Cougars in this half. Tyrell Isom back at the free throw line once again. This will be his 8th and 9th attempts. And the 8th one is good. And he's 2 for 2. Nice trip to the line. Jaguars within 8. Cougars still managing to hang on. Toyajic for Ward, now for Stevenson. There's the foul call.
Number 20, Kimber Brassfield, his second personal.
Brassfield will pick up another. Stevenson on the inbound. Nice pass for Toyajic, but he can't finish at the rim. Brutal missed opportunity for the Cougars. Underwood step back three, and it falls. (52-47). Governor State not going anywhere. Cougars able to get it into the front court. Stevenson takes it himself. That comes up short. Toyajic able to put it back. And the Cougars are going to take a timeout. Robert Ford and the one official not having a good time today. We'll step aside for a breather during the timeout. Don't go anywhere. Plenty more basketball coming up here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Timeout comes to a close. 10:13 still to play here in this second half. It was all Cougars for a while. SXU's lead was as large as 16 points, but now has been trimmed down a bit. Still 7. But Governor State really putting on a nice push here in the second half. Both teams with 19 points so far in this second set of 20 minutes. Underwood for Osborne. He'll pull up for three. Too much, but good offensive rebound by Graham. Ice him in the high post. Working against Toyajic. Loses it on the way through. Here's Ukadaidi all by himself. And one offensive foul.
Number 10, Stephen Ukadaidi, his third personal foul. Governor State ball.
Tough call against the Cougars once again. That's the first phase of the bonus initiated. Oh, and a travel is the indication. So it will be Cougars ball. We get it right back. 9.5 to play. Toyajic looking for help. There's Trey Ward in the paint. Trey Ward off the mark. Graham runs it down. Both teams shooting pretty equally in the second half. Underwood, no foul called after the missed three, and now the pass from Ward out of the reach of the big man Stevenson. And that will bring Sando Hill back on the floor. Governor State really playing the time game here. Just about every ball is being rolled. Now the Cougars will apply some pressure, and that'll force GSU just to run the clock. They'll go to work. Nice pass down low. And that was intended for Underwood, but Cougars able to come away with it. Sando Hill met by Underwood, and now a foul's called on the big man.
Number 34, Nick Underwood, his first personal.
Both teams in the bonus now, so Sando Hill will take a stroll to the free throw line. Guaranteed at least one. If he hits, he will get a second. And it looks like Underwood is bleeding, so that is what's causing a little bit of a holdup. We'll get him quickly taped up. And he's ready to roll. Play ball. 8:43 to go here in this second half. Been a very physical second half at that.
Sando Hill is at the line.
Hill's free throw falls. He gets another chance. And the second one also falls for Hill. Productive trip to the free throw line for the Cougars. Graham on the near side. Gives way to Isom. That's Osborne. Underwood down low, loose ball. Who's got it? It's Cougars ball.
Out of bounds, Cougars ball.
Battle with the clock at this point. Both teams have been pretty equivalent here in the second half. Hill finds Ukadaidi. Oh, nice pass down low for James Stevenson. Brassfield moving in quickly. That's going to draw the foul. Looks like it's Toyajic.
Marco Toyajic, his third personal foul.
It's his third personal. Cougars' 8th team foul.
Kendall Brassfield is back at the line.
And we'll have the return of Andre Brandon. Brassfield cannot convert on the first free throw. Toyajic will head to the bench. Toyajic productive off the bench as well. 9 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Brassfield can't get the friendly roll. 0 for 2 on that trip to the line. Moving quickly. Cougars, Andre Brandon in transition. Nice play by Mason Kabelkis. There's the big man Underwood now. Isom, 3 ball. Oh, and Ukadaidi went up there and got it. Stevenson for 2 more. And the timeout will be taken here by GSU. 7:28 to play in the half. Cougars giving themselves some cushion. We're going to step aside. Quick breather, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a hot second. Welcome back, everyone. 7:28 to play in the second half. GSU calls their third timeout following that recent Cougars transition bucket. Cougars on a 10-0 run in the last 3:21. James Stevenson having himself a day. The freshman with 17 points, 6 boards and a block. Ukadaidi, a nice day off the bench. 5 points, 6 boards, 3 assists and a block, as well as a steal. And the bench coming through well for the Cougars today. And that's certainly all you can ask for if you're head coach Robert Ford. It will be GSU possession. And a new face on the floor, number 5, Chuck Owens Jr., serving here as the point guard. GSU, a little bit of a different look on the floor now following that timeout. Zollikoffer White also back out there. Mind you, he's in a little bit of foul trouble, something to keep an eye on. That pass gets away from Graham. It's Cougars ball going the other way. And Sando Hill will get things started. Owens Jr. shadowing him down the court. And there's the foul. Zollikoffer White's day is done. That's 5.
Foul number 21, DeWarren Zollikoffer White. That's his 5th and final foul of the game.
Zollikoffer White done. He'll be replaced by Tyler Clark.
Tyler Clark returns to the court for Governor State.
Sando Hill at the line. Again, guaranteed 1 free throw, potentially 2. And he will sink the first one, so he will get that second opportunity.
Sando Hill is at the line.
And Hill sinks the second one as well. Good free throw shooting from Sando Hill today. He's 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Isom down to Clark. The kick to Owens Jr. He'll pull up from the free throw line. Stevenson with that wingspan collecting the rebound. Kabelkis taking it himself off the glass. It doesn't go, but Ukadaidi runs down the offensive rebound. Cougars will reset with a fresh shot clock. Ukadaidi's going to pull up from deep. It won't go. Who's got the loose ball? Cougars do. Sando Hill will collect. Working against Tyrell Isom. Down low for Andre Brandon. To the hoop. Won't go. Clark with the easy rebound. 6'10" Tyler Clark. Brassfield coast to coast and 1. Brassfield with that last bucket puts him in double figures. He'll join Isom. Andre Brandon, mind you, the only other Cougar in double figures. He's got 11. And that latest foul was Brandon's 4th, so another thing for the Cougars to need to keep an eye on. Off the mark. Cougar rebound, so just the 2 counts. Stevenson. He'll pull up mid-range. Jay, that's a beauty. James Stevenson with a game-high 19. And Owens Jr. gets up there. Ukadaidi is going to be called for the foul.
His fourth personal foul.
That's his fourth now, so a couple other Cougars in a bit of foul trouble. And now the double bonus in effect. Everything is 2 free throws from here on out for Governor State.
Chuck Owens Jr. is at the line.
And the first one falls for Chuck Owens Jr. And no bucket. It's going to be Cougars ball. It looks like a violation on the free throw. Tyler Clark got a little excited. And the big man Underwood will now take his place on the floor. Sando Hill to Stevenson. Oh, Stevenson nearly loses it, gets it back himself. Now the Cougars can slow things down. And Kabelkis will call timeout for the Cougars with 5:04 left to play. It's been a good game so far today. We want to remind you guys, Cougars will be back in action on Wednesday evening. It'll be a women's men's doubleheader once again. 5 and 7 o'clock starts for the ladies and men respectively. It'll be against neighboring Trinity Christian College just down the road in Palos Heights, Illinois. Join us here on the SXU Athletics YouTube page and Cougar Sports Network for that one. And as we noted during the ladies game, GSU is at home Wednesday night. They will welcome Judson University. The Chicagoland battle will have the same time starts. 5 o'clock for the women Central Time, 7 o'clock for the gentlemen on the floor at the moment. Cougars inbound to Hill and will tick under 5 to play. Cougars hanging on to a 16-point lead, just enough to continue to add. Brandon's going to pull up in the mid-range. No good. Isom with the rebound. Isom gets it back. Off the mark. And Ukadaidi secures another rebound. He's got 10 off the bench. Sando Hill waiting for help. Will give way to Stevenson. The freshman up under. We'll say no bucket. A travel is the call. So GSU will get it right back after the travel call. And Owens Jr. continuing to serve as the point guard. We have not seen any more of Jeremiah Johnson since he went up and over the bench and into the stands. Certainly hope he's okay after he came up a little gimp. Off balance shot for 3. Cougars come away with it. Still a 16-point game, under 4 to play. Sando Hill kicks. Ukadaidi, 3! It's good! And Ukadaidi is 2 points away from a double-double off the bench. Tyrell Isom looking for space, gives way to Owens Jr. Everything on the outside. Now Isom will drive. And the foul is called. And the basket is good and 1 for Isom.
Foul number 34, James Stevenson Jr., his first personal foul.
And Stevenson's first of the game.
At the line to complete the 3-point play, Tyrell Isom.
Isom at the line. Julian Barr returning to the court for the Cougars. Kabelkis off to the bench. And Isom has another free throw. Isom has gone to the line 10 times tonight. He's been really good from there as well. The next closest is 5 trips. St. Xavier will call the timeout with 3:22 here to play. We'll step aside for this timeout. We'll be back in just a second on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Clarifying what we were just talking about, Marko Tojajic leads the Cougars with 5 free throw attempts on the night. Brassfield has the same number. But Tyrell Isom has 10 free throw chances on the evening. He's converted on 8 of those. He's got a team high 16 for the Jaguars. And there's a whole lot of confusion. Looks like that's been cleared up, at least for the moment. Cougars will inbound. And they'll run a play to defeat the press. Jump ball.
Jump ball. Jaguars ball.
And it will be GSU possession, so the press works perfectly in their favor. They'll inbound from the same baseline. Isom, wide open look. He converts for 2.
Tyrell Isom.
Julian Barr able to get it into the front court. Stevenson with the right hand jam. Brassfield comes right back with 2 more. This is turning into more of a track meet than a basketball game. Hukaidi needs to get out of trouble, and he will. To Barr, Andre Brandon, he's going to be fouled on the way up. 2:46 to play. Stevenson with the jam puts him over 20. 10 of 14 from the field. Efficient shooting from Stevenson. He's got 21, 7 boards and a block. Andre Brandon at the line. It's the 9th team foul for Governor State. And Brandon hits the first free throw. Chuck Owens picked up his first foul on that play. Marko Tojajic back on the floor. Julian Barr done. Hukaidi done. And for the first time tonight, we'll see number 12, James White, the freshman guard from Chicago Agricultural Sciences, high school right down the street, straight down Pulaski over on 111th Street. Underwood, the big man for 3, a bit too strong. Stevenson securing another rebound. Tojajic, and then for the young man White. Cougars are just trying to run as much clock as possible. Isom nearly pit pockets White, and he will successfully do so. Isom, and he loses the ball, but it will stay with the Jaguars. 2:09 still to play here in the second half. Brassfield, 3 ball, no good. White able to secure the rebound. Sando Hill loses it now. Chuck Owens Jr. with the takeaway. Loose ball, who's got it? Now Sando Hill does. Hill, layup. Another 2 for the Cougs. Crazy, chaotic sequence ends in 2 points for the Cougars. Oh, and a near steal for Stevenson. 3 ball, that's short. Andre Brandon might have gotten a piece of that on the way through. Now the Cougars are simply trying to run this clock down. Commanding 75-57 lead. After this game, Cougars will improve to 13-7 on the year, 8-4 in conference play. As for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 6-13, 4-7 in conference play as Brandon's 3-point bid comes up short. Underwood in transition. Oh, and it's poked out cleanly, but Jaguars maintain. Owens Jr. for 3. Cougars just need a inbound, and they do successfully. Tojajic all the way himself for another 2. And that will stop the clock. 46 seconds left. Looks like Sando Hill just picked up his 4th. Owens Jr. at the line for a pair. He sinks the first free throw. Both teams again back in action on Wednesday night. Women's, men's doubleheaders respectively. GSU will welcome Judson to University Park. And the Cougars will welcome Trinity Christian College here to the Shannon Center. Stevenson off the glass, little floater doesn't go. Here's Graham coming the other way. To Isom, little hook shot is good. Sando Hill able to evade chaos. We're going to be able to run this down. There's about a 2-second discrepancy between shot and game clock, so they'll just have to huck up a prayer here in about 12 seconds. Andre Brandon in no rush. They might even just take the shot clock violation, and that is exactly what they will do. So with 2.8, it'll be Jaguars ball, and this is all but a formality. Cougars will win 77-64. And that's how this one plays out. It's a doubleheader split between Governors State University and St. Xavier. The men able to secure the split with a 77-64 win. As we noted, these teams back in action on Wednesday night. We hope you'll join us here on the SXU Athletics YouTube page at 5 and 7 o'clock as Trinity Christian College pays the Cougars a visit at Bob Hallberg Court. It was a busy day on the campus of St. Xavier University. This game 3 of 3 comes to a close. If you stuck around with us all day, we appreciate you. If you've tuned in for just one game, we appreciate you just as much. Thank you for tuning in with us here at the Cougar Sports Network. We'll see you Wednesday night as the Cougars welcome Trinity Christian College for a ladies' men's basketball doubleheader. I'm Ron Luce, and until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cougs win 77-64 to close out a busy day on the campus of St. Xavier University.
Catch the